What's going on, guys? I'm going to give you a quick tutorial today on how to use a software called Lightroom, which is available off Adobe's Creative Cloud. But before we get to the actual software, I just want to give you a small introduction. My name is Leonard. I'm currently in the photography program at Algonquin College. So before we get into the actual software of Lightroom, I want to show you what a data management strategy looks like. So here we have a photo. We have a DSLR camera, arrows pointing towards a MacBook, one towards a red hard drive, and one towards a black hard drive. So essentially, data management structure is how you organize your photos and how you organize all your files from import to export. So for my data management, this is what I use. This is a Canon 5D Mark II DSLR camera. This is where I can capture photos, and then I'll import them onto my laptop, which is right in the center, the MacBook Pro. From here, I'm going to use the red hard drive as a time machine provided by Apple, as a hard drive, as an external hard drive to back up my images from my assignments and from my laptop. So that will go here on the red hard drive. With the images from my laptop, I will use a second hard drive, so the black hard drive right below it. This is going to be a second copy of all my work. This is essentially an archive of all my assignments, photos, videos I've done in the past. Next, I'm going to show you the way my folders and structures are organized by proper naming convention. So let's take a look at my hard drive. So I'll open it in my Finder. So this is my hard drive, Yoni-S. Essentially, for each master folder, I will give the client's name or what the folder is for. So we'll have Canadian Dance Factory, Dance Studio, Carleton University because I've attended there, St. Paul, the high school I went to, family, photos and videos, as well as Inside Production, which is a company I used to work for. Now when you go into each folder, there's going to be subfolders. So for example, let's go in Canadian Dance Factory. You're going to get photos and videos. I do both photography and videography for certain clients. So if we go into videos, for example, it will have the name of the assignment or the event that I've appeared at, and it will be followed by the year it was performed at. So we'll have the auditions for 2012, Christmas party 2012, cleaning the studio because we moved locations, Collingwood competition, so this is Collingwood 2012, 2013, Dance for a Wish, and so forth. This will be the same thing for my photos, as you will see right here. Beach day, boot camp. Memories is basically a collage of just photos I've obtained over the past year or so, past couple of years, that I've just wanted to cherish. So again, we have Collingwood 2011, 12, 13, when we trained at the Corona Gym, and so forth. So this is the way my folders are organized. It goes by client is the master structure, followed by the event that I've covered, followed by the year. That can also be followed by, for example, if you go to my documents, Algonquin College, you'll have all of my classes in the folders. You'll also see that when I went to Carleton University, I did the same thing, course code followed by the name. So you can scroll through there. For the actual file naming convention, I used to simply just take the photos. For example, let's go to Canadian Dance Factory, photos, and we'll say the Christmas party of 2012. Here I would place all the images, simply shooting from my camera and simply copy and pasting the files from the memory card onto the hard drive. So I just place them here. But now with Lightroom, that has changed. Lightroom has given me the ability to organize my files a lot better. So let's get started. Let's open up Lightroom. So you want to go to your dock, wherever it may be, whether it's on the bottom of your monitor, left hand or right hand side. So you're going to look for LR. You're going to click that and it's going to open up. So this is what it's going to look like. So this is Lightroom opened up. This is the interface you'll be dealing with. So on the side you have your navigator, catalog, folder, panels, collections. On the top, you've got your different modules. So you've got your library, develop map, book, slideshow, print, web. At the bottom here, you've got your film strip. It's accessible in other modules, so it's essentially thumbnails of photos you're able to see in other modules If you switch your modules from library, for example, if you switch it to slideshow, the film strip will still be there. In the center here, you have your library module. It's right now in grid, which is this option right in the bottom left-hand corner. You can switch it to loop view from here. If you select a photo, you're able to just see that one specific photo, and you can scroll through like that. Or if you go by the grid, you'll have multiple thumbnails. You'll also be able to change the size of the thumbnails if you'd like to see between 2, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. On the right hand side, you'll see the histogram at the top right hand corner, right under the modules, followed by the metadata underneath. This shows your copyright presets, ratings, the label color. It gives you the labels, the dimensions, the exposure you're taking at, the lens you used, or the camera you've used, the focal length, the ISO, so all the metadata is found on the right hand side. At the top of your library module, you'll see a library filter bar. From here you can select which filters you'd like to see. So if you see the ones that have been flagged, all you do is this. There hasn't been any, but you can change it by 1 star. Let's just change that. So these are the pictures that have at least 1 star rating to them. If there's any ones with at least 1 star in red label, you get those photos. If there's blue photos, you get these ones. Say you just wanted your 5-star pictures. You'd simply get the ones that have been rated with 5 star, which is just found right under the thumbnail of the picture itself. So we're going to quickly import some photos just to see how it's done. So you're going to click import the bottom left hand corner, click import. From here, you're going to click on, for example, it's noticed my hard drive is plugged in. So as an example, I will click on Collingwood 2012. From here, all the photos in this album will appear. I'm going to simply uncheck all of them, and I'm just going to import one. So we're going to import this one photo. Your metadata, you can create presets. I'm going to just set mine to Leonard Sambo copyright. You're going to click add. You want to check off build smart previews, and you want to make a second copy too. From here, that's only if you use copy as DNG. It will make a second copy to whichever location you'd like to send it to. From here, you want to organize into one folder, and obviously render from 1 to 1. Gives you the best possible quality. From here, we're just going to import. Now here we have the imported photo. So what I mentioned before was the metadata preset. So from here, if you haven't done so, to create one, you simply go in your presets. You can go to edit presets, and this window will pop up. You go to custom, and you simply fill out the information. So your copyright status, the rights usage terms, creator name, the city, your email, website if possible, job title, instructions, credit line, and source. So you just want to fill out a few of those to create. Then you'll click done, and you want to save as a new preset. I won't, because I already have the Leonard S copyright. So you'd simply type in whatever you'd like the preset to be in this toolbar, and then you click create. But I'm going to just cancel for now because I've already done so. So now that you've imported, you can use those presets you just created with the metadata, for example. So let's go to uncheck all. We'll simply import one picture. So here with the trophy, we'll check that off. Here at the bottom it says import preset. You can click the import that you've made. From here it'll send it to the exact location you want to, including the metadata preset, smart previews. It have everything checked off, copied as a DNG file, so you can click import for that. And it will import right into your Lightroom. And there it is. So this is a quick rating system that I've used for the stars. So if you have 1 star on the photo, it means I've viewed it, but I don't want to do anything with it. 2 stars means it's alright. I want to take it into consideration maybe if I'm desperate and I need another photo. 3 stars is I've taken it into consideration. 4, I've edited it and it's still up for debate if I'd like to export it for the client. 5 star, this means the photo is exactly what I was looking for. This is what I want to use, and this is what I want to produce for my client and export in whatever digital form or physical form the client would have asked me for. Now there are different rating systems. So for example, if you want to just take a quick look at my library, if you click on the red is anything from my clients that has been dance related. So from here, pictures in San Diego with Justin Bieber's tour director, performing at Disney World, to Toronto. This is what the red is for. If I unclick the red, it'll have the complete library. Yellow is for educational purposes. So this is the photos I've used for class and the assignments. So for example, if you want to look at the 4-star photos, you want to click on the 4-star. These are the pictures that have at least 4 stars and up. So that means these pictures I've been taken into consideration for handing in for an assignment. And if you look at 5-star, these are the photos I've used. This is for the depth of field assignment for the camera lighting workshop. So these are the photos I've selected out of the photos that I've taken that I would like to submit for my assignment. Again, you can change the color again. It'll have more of a selection. You just have to unclick the stars and the color, so it'll have the complete library. Blue, as an example, is travel, so these are pictures that I've taken to Florida. Again, you'll see the stars just underneath the thumbnail preview of the picture. 2 stars, 4 stars, maybe a toss-up, 2 if I was desperate, 3 stars if I've taken consideration, and 5 stars is pictures I've wanted to submit to my client. And that is a quick tutorial on how to use Lightroom and a basic introduction to the interface. So you've got the modules at the top, metadata on the right hand side, film strip at the bottom, and then you've got your panels on the side, which include your folders, so Algonquin images. These are the classes, the folders you've used. And that's that. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys learned something, and I'll talk to you guys in the future. Alright, have a great night, guys.